get your mind right, and make this work. Go to work. Come on. Everything you got last round. Everything you got. Go get it.
Hello again, folks, and good afternoon from Phoenix, Arizona, on the campus of Grand Canyon University. We're here to bring you Game 2 between GCU and the visiting Utah Utes. Dewey Jeffries alongside Alex Larson. And Dewey, I think we're switching up things, it seems, from early indications. GCU will not be the home team, but let's just talk about last game real quick. A 12-4 loss, 16 hits surrendered. Oh, no. We are still going to be the home team. Yeah, you never know in these games. But on the mound for GCU, hoping to slow down the Utes, Yesenia Morrison. And just real quick, you talked about last game. So many things that GCU needs to work on.
Absolutely. The Lopes struggled through that first game. They really did not have the performance that they expected to have, with especially their defense holding the Utes at bay, really. The first 2 innings, they surrendered 6 runs from the Utes, 1 in the first and 5 in the second, and those 5 runs given up in that top of the second inning for the Utes really kind of set the tone of the game and gave the Utes their momentum to push forward. Like we were talking about in the last game, in almost every inning, there was a team who scored, except for in the 6th inning.
Once again, pitching for GCU,
and
number 33,
the Lopes and the Utes really kind of had a battle going back and forth for a while until that 5th inning where the Utes kind of pulled out. We're going to get started here, though.
Line up real quick for Utah: Julia Noskin, Alyssa Barrera, Brianna Castaneda, Heather Bowen, Kelly Martinez, Alyssa Palacios. First pitch in there. Allie Dickman batting 7th, Chandler Walter 8th, and 9th, the designated player, Katie Falk. So just a few changes for Utah, but one that didn't really need to see a bunch of changes because they didn't have anything wrong. And Morrison is going to get used to this zone. The outside pitch is not necessarily called as much as we've seen in the past, and so starting off 2-0.
Different pitching lineup for both teams. The Lopes starting off with Yesenia Morrison, 3.16 ERA, 2 for 2 wins losses, and 22 strikeouts.
Yeah, and last game, Bobo got the start. 60 pitches, only went 1.2 innings, and then Coons came on and finished off 5.1 for 94. And so that really that really says that Morrison needs to do well because they don't have a ton of pitchers they can bring in here. We obviously have Morrison and Valencia, but Bobo and Coons are not in disposal.
Absolutely. And looking at the Utes batting lineup, Noskin 3 at-bats last game.
Wow.
And that'll be a walk for her right now.
That was dangerous there by Noskin to just take off, but fortunately it was a walk for her because could have gotten called out, or could have gotten a strike called. Alyssa Barrera, 2 for 3 last game. A run scored. Squares the bunt, pulls back, and a little tap swing, foul.
We want to see, now that both teams have played an entire game against each other, even with different pitchers out there for both, the adjustment, the speed with which both teams can adjust to the style of play now from both pitchers is crucial.
In the right center field, and the catch is made by Kay. That one looked like it was hit a little bit harder at first, but yeah, you're exactly right. Crucial, and you couldn't have said it any better, really.
And that right there shows just how quickly GCU's adjusted to the hits and the way that the Utes kind of have their style of play going on. Taylor Kay with that excellent snatch out there.
Gonna have to minimize the errors. 3 hits for Utah last game, 2 for GCU. 3 hits, 3 errors for Utah, 2 for GCU. Those are numbers that you'd like to see stay at 0 most games. 2 errors made by Shea Smith at short for the Lopes.
Those are always tough to deal with as well. I mean, they oftentimes come at really crucial points in the game.
That one off the inside of the foot, foul. You knew that one was foul right away, didn't run. Maybe hurt her a little bit.
Yeah, I see her kind of limping, trying to walk that off. Is Castaneda.
Castaneda, 5 RBIs last game, 3 for 3, 2 runs scored, 2 walks, so 5 ABs total. Strike called at the plate. No need to throw that over to first. Two and 2, and was that off the inside again? No, it doesn't matter. It's foul down the line.
You're also seeing now that both teams have played against each other, the start of this game is a little bit slower than last game.
That one, oh, it misses.
Looked good to me.
Did look pretty good.
Castaneda just taking her time, not really swinging at this one, but then she does again.
Smith all the way across the diamond. And there are now 2 outs. Good start for Morrison. There's a run on second now, and Heather Bowen comes 5 for 5. 3 RBIs. She was impossible to get out.
Lopes already looking to make a difference in this game than last game, giving up a run in the top of the first inning. 2 outs right now, a runner on second. And Gonzalez is going to walk on over to the pitcher's mound, and we're going to have a little quick chat and come back. Not exactly sure what she would have to say to her right now. Maybe the same thing I'm saying, just kind of get out of this without any runs. Start this game off differently than the last.
Nice pitch, and that is the first strike, so dangerous batter in Bowen, wanting to get out of it like you said, but can't necessarily go right at her here like you could focusing on it out. You really got to be really safe. That one outside part of the plate, but like we've known, not going to be called.
The 1-1 pitch with 2 outs.
That one got the outside part, and now it's 1-2. One, two, fouled.
I know for sure I want to see more responses from the GCU defense when you have any hits like that or any pop-ups. Keeping the Utes at bay is going to be crucial.
On the ground, over to first. And it was foul.
Yeah.
Well,
At least from where I was standing, it looked like it was just outside the batter's box, not in it. But they are closer up, so they have a better view than our bird's eye.
Yeah, I mean, now that's tough because you're giving Bowen another at-bat here, and she's dangerous. Fouled off again. Not really on it so far. Well, I'll tell you what. Keep looking at their jerseys out there for Utah, and you can't help but, I can't help but picture at least the Nationals, the Washington Nationals.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it looks so similar.
That the bright red with the
With the little logo right there, and the exactly. I mean, from a distance, you can kind of see that the logo kind of spread out a little bit, and then the Nats have the numbers on the right side down there too. So it's a good look for them. The count now pushes to 2-2 with 2 outs. This would be a big out for Morrison.
Noskin made her way to third, stole her way over there.
Swung on
there's the
and
strikeout.
missed. So a strikeout and held scoreless in the top half of the first. We'll see if the Lopes can keep it going in the bottom of the first.
And speaking of jerseys, go ahead and get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshops.gcu.edu to find everything GCU. From the newest apparel to the coolest accessories, use promo code GCUTV20 to get 20% off just for being a GCU TV viewer. That's Paint the Valley Purple and Lopes Up. Not sure if they have softball jerseys in the physical Lope stores, but I'm sure you could get something similar online and definitely take advantage of that promo code.
Well, take advantage is exactly what the Lopes want to do here on the 2-7 Miranda Viramontes. 8 games started, 55.2 innings pitched, 34 runs. So we'll see if they can get something going here and really start off early.
Lopes already starting out better this game than last game. No score on the board after the top of the first, whereas that was not the case last game. But leading it off, again, Shea Smith.
Shea was 2 for 2 with 2 base on balls, 2 runs scored in the first game. Pretty much all 2s for those stats. And definitely a different, maybe confusing delivery from Viramontes. Watch this again. I mean, she takes all of her time, gets everything into that. And it's certainly going to maybe disrupt some of these hitters until they get used to it.
Kind of similar to what we see from Alexa Coons. The windup and the power that she puts into it.
Tries to put down a bunt. Waves at it. 1-2. One, two, swung on and missed. And Viramontes, with 69 strikeouts compared to only 13 walks, will start off with a K.
Second baseman, number 21, Lauriette Olsen.
Now Lulu comes up batting .286. 1 for 4. Game number 1 with a strikeout. First pitch in there for a strike.
Viramontes with only 55 innings pitched. About half the experience. But still, like you said, Alex, with 69 strikeouts, it's another strong pitcher for the Utes.
0-2. Looking again for it. Not quite the same result as she didn't get the swing, but definitely painting and playing with the outside corners.
That's always the trick too. When you go for those corners, you got to make sure the ball gets right over the plate before it goes off on either side.
Pop up into center, Barrera under it, and out number 2 is recorded.
That's 1 and 2 for the Lopes, back to back.
Third baseman, number 3.
But now Sierra Smith is going to come up.
2 for 3. Previous game for her. And that one on to short. Walter over to first. And that is the inning. So a quick 3 up, 3 down for Utah and Miranda Viramontes. And the score remains knotted at goose eggs. We'll go to the second when we get back.
My name is Anthony Perez, and I earned my master's in education at Grand Canyon University. I feel that the degree program at GCU definitely got me ready and prepared to reach both short and long-term goals. It's definitely prepared me to lead my classroom and also be a teacher leader to find innovative ways of solving the problems in education in the state of Arizona. I'm definitely committed to student success, and so I'm very passionate about working with students. What I absolutely love is when they get that spark in their eye and they understand a concept. When I have those moments is making it all worthwhile in everything that I'm doing. Grand Canyon University definitely has a vibrant campus that has many resources that are accessible. I feel that GCU has prepared me to be an agent of change so that way I can support and advocate on behalf of children in the state of Arizona.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Well, after a quick first inning, Lopes back out there in the field behind Jesse Morrison, who will continue to shut down the Utes. A successful first inning, including a strikeout on the most dangerous hitter. And now, stepping to the plate is Martinez. Martinez 1 for 3 in the first game.
This is kind of where you'll be able to see as the teams kind of battle through their lack of stamina, even with that half-hour break in between the games. You know, playing full out on a game is still pretty taxing. And so we'll see which team is able to get their second win first. That one comes out as a strike, counts 2-1.
Two RBIs in the first game. That pitch across for a strike, so even in the count, 2-2. On the way, that one poked into center, and the catch barely made by Gomez. But nonetheless, it was made, and there is an out.
It was quite an elegant catch. As soon as that ball was hit, it looked like it wasn't even going to be hit, but it just connected well. Gomez galloped over there to go snatch that out of the air, leaped through the air to snatch that one out, actually. And now Palacios is going to go and start off with a strike.
Palacios 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. It seems like everyone in the batting roster was able to get RBIs. That one fouled off. 0-2 pitch. On the ground. Shea over to first. And 2 outs, and the defense working hard for Yessie on the mound.
Number 21, the regular, Allie Dickman.
Definitely seeing a little bit of a different defense out here this game than last. Yessie and the Lopes defense are a lot more responsive to some of those choppers that we're seeing. And there's a strike right there against Dickman. 2 outs for the Utes. No one on base.
Into right, that one's gonna be fair. Down the line. On to second. Safe as the throw bounces in there. And a 2-out double for Dickman.
Definitely one of those sneaky hits that lands just barely on the inside of that foul line.
It's close. That pitch misses. Looked good to me, but I've seen that a couple times. Fouled off. One outside and pitching away, not wanting to put something in too good of a spot to hit. Keep the 0 on the board. Oh, that one good for a strike. It seems like the home plate umpire really, in this game more than others, takes a while to ring up that call.
Yep.
That one, oh man, that one looked good too again.
I don't know if it's just because we're so far above them that we can't tell, but some of these, I mean, this is why they're down there and we're up here, but some of these are looking really, really close.
3-2. Poked. Play
Beautiful,
made.
Beautiful catch.
And they're out of it again. We'll go to the bottom half of the second, the Lopes half. Still 0-0.
Cheer on your favorite business at the Canyon Challenge, GCU's business plan competition, where students compete to fund their businesses. Be a part of the excitement March 28th in the GCU Arena and watch it live here on GCU TV.
Well, seems like this one, not quite polar opposites of the last game in game 1, but certainly starting off to be very, very different.
Absolutely, and that's kind of what the direction I was headed in. Like, at the beginning, both teams were kind of coming at this. The Lopes fresh, ready to go. The Utes, after losing the whole the 3 series against U of A, ready for a win. They got it last game, but both teams were ready to play, and there was a lot of back and forth, what seemed, on the field last game. And the stamina, you can definitely see both teams kind of wearing down, especially the infield and the outfield, taking their time. Even with new pitchers, you still got to have the response from the infield and the outfield. And like you said, Alex, we're seeing a very different game than the first. And Jordan Keaton will be up to bat for the Lopes right now.
Yeah, after a 1-2-3 first inning.
Lopes looking to get ahead before the Utes can get a chance to score.
Ooh.
Very quick reflexes by Keaton right there.
Keaton batting .310. She was 0 for 4 in game 1. Tough game, but means she's due as she swings and misses through that one. Good for the first strike. One pitch. Misses. 2-1. Faramontes been throwing a lot of fastballs here early to these pitchers. They have to prove they can catch up before she starts to change it up. On the way, swung through and missed again. Working the inside part of the plate on Keaton early, and it seems to be working well.
And like you said, Alex, these umpires, especially this umpire, kind of favors that outside edge of the plate more for strikes than the inside.
Wow. Each swing right in almost the same spot, and Keaton goes down on strikes.
The catcher, number 26, Nikki
Gonzalez up to bat next. Gonzalez batting .337. Hits that one.
Oh, yeah, that hurts. There might be some blood gushing here as Gonzalez keeps running. Yeah, you're gonna have some leakage there. I mean, that's just unfortunate. Nothing can be done there. She really did nothing wrong. A backhand play. Yeah, you can tell based on. I mean, that's happened countless times to me as a baseball player playing up until the high school level. It's terrible. The last second hop, she had everything in perfect position there to get it, and it just bounced up.
Absolutely. It's definitely rough, too, when you're going to catch that ball, and you definitely don't anticipate the ball to kind of slip off the edge of the glove.
Oh, yeah, it's just hitting whatever groove or a rock in the clay out there, you know. Even the smallest amount can change the path of the ball. And, yeah, like you said, you're just not you get down on the ball. You're expecting to stay in the ground. That's why you taught to put the glove low, obviously. And it just pops up the last second. That's not fun. Still taking some time out there. I would assume they're just wiping the blood off the nose.
Absolutely. It's always good, though, to see the responsiveness. I mean, before the play was even finished, you saw Lopes coach Ann Pearson already walking out there to see if she was all right. Because you know if it hits your nose from that bounce and that angle, there's probably going to be some kind of blood coming out. Nose is a very sensitive part of the face, but
some water to get the engine fluid off the hands. Red on red. Why not wipe it on the socks, right? That happens, and she is back and good to go. I think she's got some kind of paper towel in her nose right now.
going up to meet with her team on the mound with a kind of a chuckle smile on her face. A little bit embarrassed, but she's doing all right. Players checking up on her, making sure she's okay as well. But above it all, a nice chop hit by Gonzalez.
And
get herself on second base.
I'm just trying to tell him, let's go, but
and Gonzalez will be switched out by Kate Acton again. And Acton will replace her on second base.
One out. And that pitch outside. Swung on and missed. Or I should say fouled back by, am I getting that right from the dugout? Elena? They're doing the kid. You haven't heard the chant? Well, just listen and tell me what you think they're saying from that. I don't know if that's her full name, but 1-1. And that one's called for a strike.
Yeah, Blaney Gomez up to bat. I'm not sure if...
Yeah, well, the dugouts, doing the chant. Laney, I feel like could definitely be short for Elena. Shorthanded name, but... 1-2 pitch, and Laney swung on and missed for the strikeout.
And now Taylor Kay is going to be up to bat.
Number 20, Taylor
Even with the Lopes and their kind of repetitive habit last game to get only one RBI and still have that one run, this would be a great place to start. As that hit's going to be fouled off to the left. She'll come back to continue her at bat, but even just one to get ahead of the Utes right now would be an excellent start for the Lopes to kind of just start off first and then pull forward and come out on top of the Utes and then hold them with the defense that they've been having so far with nothing given up in the first 2 innings.
That pitch looks good and is, and it's now 0-2. 0-1, I should say. On the way. That one misses outside.
Acting a little antsy, wanting to either get a chance to steal over to third and make her chances better. Another fouled off right there by Taylor Kay.
Two-strike pitch, fouled off the inside of the leg.
Count 1-2, 2 outs for the Lopes.
Swung on and missed, and another strikeout for Viramontes. And that is how the second ends. So we'll go to the top of the third. They strand one. Still 0-0.
Earning your RN to BSN degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. Finding your purpose takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience delivering our accredited RN to BSN program 100% online. Graduate in as few as 16 months, learning from full-time practicing nurse faculty in small classes. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview.
Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Finding the right college isn't always simple. The choices I make today affect where I'll be tomorrow. That's why I chose Grand Canyon University. Here I'm working toward a greater purpose and a place that feels like home. With scholarships to help me earn my degree, I can graduate in less than 4 years. By attending GCU, Arizona's premier private Christian university, I know I'm not just making the right choice, I'm making the smart choice.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Top of the third inning here. Utah back up to the plate. Katie Falk, who is starting this game. She did not start last game. However, did come to the plate twice. 0 for 2 there, as Yessie finds a first pitch strike against her.
Katie Falk, a total of 10 at-bats up to date. So she is one of the least experienced batters on the roster for the Utes, but she's getting a chance to make her mark here as she goes to a 2-1 count.
Well, no runs so far, and each team had at least one, and over the diamond, and they got her. So takes advantage of the speed of Falk, and Smith has a putout.
There's
some more excellent defensive play by the Lopes. 1 out already. And they've done this so far the last 3 innings. All 3 innings so far they've started out with getting the first batter of the inning out.
And that's exactly what you want as Julia Noskin comes up to bat. Chopped foul as she walked the first time at the plate. Got on, but couldn't do anything. In there for a strike. Didn't know right at first if it was going to be a strike. It looked like it, but like we said, we can't necessarily tell right away from this umpire.
The rest of the infield did give us a little bit of help, though, with some cheering as they all saw it go right down the middle.
Yep. 1-2, chopped on. Smith makes the play. No. So a throwing error again.
It was close. Bianca reached out to make the grab, but her foot was just left the plate, just off the side of the plate to make that grab. So Noskin will sit good on first.
Now Alyssa Barrera will come to the plate. .353. 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts last game. .10 pitch. Outside part of the plate. Strike called. Nice job to come back after throwing a ball and come back with strikes. He's been doing well with that lately. Fouled off. That's fortunate too. That could have been a little more dangerous if that was fair. And over the head of Smith at third, but now it's 2 strikes.
You're kind of seeing that same pattern with the Utes that we saw with the Lopes, is they're swinging a little late. They're hitting that tip of the bat, and they're all fouling off to the left.
Strikeout there. And yeah, you said late. Well, that's pretty late too, because she didn't even get contact.
It's one of the tricky parts about the sport of baseball and softball is you have to be able to process a lot at the same time. You got to figure out where the ball's going to be and whether or not your ability to hit it is like there.
Just like that?
Absolutely. An excellent grab by Shea Smith, the shortstop. And that will end the top of the third for the Utes and the Lopes. But cheer on GCU TV's latest series, Ask GCU, and send all your questions in. Just watch new episodes of Ask GCU every week, and I believe they have new episodes on Wednesdays on youtube.com/GCU, and tweet to them all of your GCU-related questions with the hashtag AskGCU, and your question could be featured.
Even on spring break, like we said. Well, 1 hit to 1 for each team. 1 GCU error. And a really quick game, it seems, so far, because it's been a defensive matchup.
Absolutely. Neither team has really been able to do much offensively, but defensively, both teams have stepped up to the plate. And no runs have been given up so far out of 5 half innings. And as we go into the bottom of the third, Bianca Bowling is going to start it out for the Lopes and see if she can get on base.
Well, here she is, Bianca Bowling. Came on as a pinch hitter and immediately got a single and an RBI as the first pitch into her is a called strike.
Bianca Bowling batting .230, but like you said, Alex, really kind of making her mark in that first game when she got put in.
The same spot she got the hit, over to first goes Castaneda, and Bowling is retired.
A quick out for the Lopes, but you do like to see when they make those hits, when they make the attempt to hit the ball and see it go somewhere. Maddie Dowdle up to bat next.
Ooh, looked good, but misses outside, 1-0.
Looks like she thought about that too. I mean, she kind of leaned forward and lost her bounce a little bit, getting ready to swing that one. Good eye for Dowdle.
1-0 from Viramontes. Chopped. It's going to be a tough play. Dowdle's got speed. Over to first. And it's made. So, 2 quick outs, and now back to the top of the order.
The shortstop, number 6.
Shay Smith struck out in the first at-bat. And really reaching the halfway point in this game almost, and not been much done. So this is going to be a tough play. Catcher takes it over to first, and that was a marvelous play by the catcher Martinez, Kelly Martinez. And that will end the third. We will go to the fourth, still scoreless.
I'm Christian Talon, and I'm earning my bachelor's in information technology at Grand Canyon University. I really wanted to be able to integrate my faith and career, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to go to GCU. One of my favorite ways to do that is by being a part of the life groups on campus. It's a great place to come and study the Bible and have that community experience. Cyber threats are a growing problem for companies and individuals alike. A lot of resources online are under scrutiny of attack. I found it my purpose to try and help businesses and Christian foundations and defend themselves against those attacks. One of the great benefits of going to GCU is that we as students get access to the state-of-the-art IT labs that the university is setting up for us. I really feel like the professors at GCU have invested in me personally. They're always encouraging and providing me with the resources to further my own education and really just grow my interest and passion for technology.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Welcome back to the GCU softball stadium. We're still scoreless. The Lopes and the Utes both with excellent defenses, as we just saw. 3 up, 3 down for the Lopes. And now as we go to the top of the fourth, Heather Bowen will be up to bat first. First pitch by Morrison, just to the outside for the first ball. Morrison's been just about even with another outside pitch for ball 2 this game. Whenever she has a couple of balls go outside, she usually will switch it up and try to make them go inside more to redirect that, and there it is right there, inside but perfectly for a strike across the plate. And another strike across the plate from Morrison. Like I said, pretty balanced. The count's 2-2 already. The Lopes are looking to keep the Utes at bay with not letting them get any across. Very close by. Just nicked the tip of Bowen's helmet.
Full count. Ooh, almost got it a chase. That was close. Would have been a huge strikeout, but he'll start with a walk.
And the Utes are going to put in a pinch runner for Bowen.
Peterson's the same one that came on last game to pinch run.
Pinch runner for Utah, number 27, Aubrey Peterson. Now batting, number 22, Kelly Martinez.
Lopes defense has done a good job, like we've been saying repetitively. They've really stepped up their literal game.
Bunt attempt. Pulls back.
The responsiveness of even just that play right there where Gonzalez looked to see if she could get Peterson out on first. Lopes are trying to make sure.
There's the bunt put down. Oh, that would have been nice if she could tag and throw it over. Would have been a tough play, but nice turn and spin throw by Bowling.
Absolutely. There's that out at first with one out. Peterson on second. But Gonzalez and the infield is going to have a quick little chat. Not sure what about. Morrison's been doing a pretty decent job so far this game, shutting down the Utes.
Each pitcher shutting down the opposition. Runner on second here with only one out here, and probably one of the more dangerous spots of the game up to this point. That one looked good, but maybe just a little bit high. That's a really sharp-looking bus out there in right field back there. That bright red Utah. I'll tell you what, that's definitely flashy. If they were trying to catch the attention, they got it. On the ground foul.
And this is definitely the place to have that bright red charter bus going around. I mean, with the sun as prominent as it is today, it'll be gleaming off of that wherever they go.
Yeah, the big Utes logo on it. 1-0. Want a strikeout here or something that is not going to allow that runner to advance. To Martinez on the ground. Shea looks her back and over to first for the out. So a great play to look back Peterson, make sure she doesn't advance, and now there's two outs.
Shea's been doing a really good job at that shortstop, grabbing that ball, every ball that's come to her so far this game, as she's gotten over to first to get him out.
After two errors in the first game, one by throwing and fielding. That first pitch in there to Palacios.
Nice little off-speed pitch by Morrison.
I should say Allie Dickman. 2 outs. Pitch looks good, is good. Another strike called. One and one, looking to get out of this half with nothing, no damage done. On the ground, taken by Lulu, and the play is made. So the top of the fourth follows suit, and it's scoreless. We'll go to the GCU bottom half of the fourth, 0-0.
Another good defensive stop by the Lopes. And if you've been with us all afternoon, now's a good time to recharge on some caffeine. Now you can enjoy coffee and tea from the Grand Canyon Beverage Company in your own home. GCBC's locally sourced coffee beans and fine teas are available online at lopeshops.gcu.edu/GCBC.
I'll tell you what, you're not messing around, Dewey. Didn't you have the GCBC, 2 of them before the second game here?
Sure did. Had both a Stampede and a tea. Get myself that energy.
Yeah, if I must say, I think it worked. You're more hyper than I've ever seen you.
Which is saying a lot, because you don't see me hyper at all.
I'm joking. I can't imagine what that would look like for you to be hyper.
Oh, I bounce off the walls. I really do.
Well, the Lopes looking to get on the board first. Lorianne Olson, who finished the inning, will step to the plate.
It's been a pretty, like you said, there's really no other way to put it than to saying that it's just been a completely different game than the first game. And there's been nobody even close to scoring, really.
No, absolutely not. They haven't been. That's what I'm saying. That last runner on for Utah was the most threatening of the game, and that wasn't even that threat. I mean, it was a runner on second with 1 out. 1 hit to 1. And here in the bottom of the fourth, about an hour in, swung on and missed. Just about an hour in, all the way to 4 innings. That definitely shows you, compared to last game, the difference in hits and runs across, but it's only a matter of time before one of these teams finds some runs. On to first, and they'll just tag her. Good for the first out.
Another quick starting out for the Utes. Their defense doing a bang-up job as well.
Yeah, and Sierra Smith comes to the plate. Ground out to short in at-bat number 1. 2 for 3 in game number 1. Pitch. Oh, I thought I heard a strike right there. Ball called. Viramontes, 35 pitches in the 4th inning, through 3 1/3. To center. Sierra could have gotten enough. And she does! All the way to deep center field. Bounces off the batter's eye. And it is just a matter of time. A solo shot with 1 out to give GCU the lead.
A beautiful, beautiful home run by Sierra Smith. Straight down center field. And the Lopes are now on board.
Well, only a solo shot, but it's got to start somewhere. And now 2 hits for the Lopes, 1 run for the Lopes. And Jordan Keaton comes on, a strikeout as well. 4 strikeouts this far from Viramontes. Hoping to redeem herself after the first at-bat.
An explosive start for the Lopes here in the bottom of the 4th inning. getting themselves ahead of the Utes.
Yeah, if they can keep Yessie going on the mound, they can really, continue to keep rolling this game. That one fouled off by Keaton for the first strike, 1-1.
Like you said, Alex, with how well Lopes' defense has been, if they can keep that up with Yessie and their defense, then they'll definitely have that opportunity to keep on putting more on the board and get more runs across.
1-1 pitch inside. That's right, they were going inside to Keaton. Her first at bat, 3 strikes, all 3 pitches on the inside. Almost, sawing her off, but that's how Keaton is at the plate. 2-1, 2-1 pitch on the ground to short. Walters over to first, and a great play for the second out. That's underrated.
Kind of got a little slow start to that, Keaton did. Wasn't sure if there was going to be called a foul or not, but that's kind of just the situation where you see it, you run, you just go.
Yeah, regardless of what you think, you got to run.
You can always come back if it's a foul, but you don't want that opportunity like that to them to beat you to the plate with the ball.
And who knows, as that pitch goes in for a strike, if she would have gone a good jump, maybe not, but there's a chance she could have made it.
Nikki Gonzalez up at bat.
Ooh, in the dirt, almost hit her again in the ankles. It's a pitch that she likes to try and convince the hitters to swing at, but hasn't really had a ton of luck early or in this game at all with getting them to swing at in the bouncers. Fouled off, 1-2, and now Viramontes a chance to end this inning and minimize the damage and lessen it to only 1.
Yeah, like you said, Viramontes likes that inside spot a lot more comparatively to Katie Donovan.
Fouled off again. Nothing on that one, though, and Donovan, just a different pitcher from Viramontes than what we're seeing right now. Still dominant styles, but GCU has had trouble with Viramontes up until Sierra right there. This is 2-2. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0. GCU looking to split the series. Get some momentum from the Pac-12 going into WAC play. That one lined hard, foul down the line.
It would have been a good on base for Gonzalez if that one stayed in. But we're still at 2-2. 2 outs for the Lopes. Gonzalez, not a big fan of bunting, but looking to even get a line drive somewhere, get herself on base.
That one might fall, and it does. A single for Gonzalez. And with 2 outs, they've got maybe something going.
There is that same kind of directional area up to that left field, real close to the foul line. And they're going to have a little powwow with Coach Pearson.
Maybe just trying to dial up a hit and run or something, or maybe a bunt and run.
Lainey Gomez is up to bat next. Gonzalez sitting on first.
Center fielder, Number 11.
Still with 2 outs, the Lopes are up 1-0. And after that little meeting that Coach Pearson had right there, we might see a little bit of a special play or something there.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure what you can dial up there with 2 outs, only so much. But first pitch in there for a strike. Oh, 1, 2 gone. Nicky Gonzalez on first in the bottom of the 4th. GCU up by 1. Chopped. That's going to be a tough play. That's going to be a single.
And there it is.
Right fielder.
Gomez with that hit.
Taylor King.
A little bit unorthodox and a little different way to do it, but whatever gets you on base is whatever counts.
Not an error, but a single, and what are they going to bring into pinch hit here? Who is this? This is, come on, wait for a number. Oh, is this Kenzie Hill? Yep, Kenzie Hill is going to get a chance to, really, this would be a huge insurance run for GCU, so you can't just discount this and say, oh, it's just a 2-out at-bat. This is the biggest at-bat of this series so far, and now a chance to get something done here for Kenzie Hill off the bench.
First time at bat all afternoon.
And you can look at it one of 2 ways, that she's nervous and not really cold, or excited and going to get a hit just because of the adrenaline and coming in and the confidence. It's that one. I believe, yeah, that one missed inside. 1-0. 2 gone. Lainey Gomez and Nicky Gonzalez on first and second. Ooh, pitch out maybe. I don't know if they were trying to get her to chase there. Good eye to lay off, though. And it's 2-0, and now a pitcher-catcher conference.
Kenzie Hill on top of this one. 2-0 is the count. Lopes have 2 outs, but 2 runners on base. Nicky Gonzalez on second and Lainey Gomez on first.
On the way inside, and wow, wouldn't a walk be huge here? Viramontes. Oh, there's action up in the pen as well. Haley Hilburn. Three 3-0, looking for a 4-pitch walk is Kenzie Hill. Fakes the bunt to distract her. In there for a strike.
Kind of a late call on that one. Took a second.
Yeah.
But Kenzie still on top of the count for this one, 3-1.
Swung through and missed, and that one just bringing the heat right at her. It's going to be a big pitch right here. Full count, 2 outs.
The Lopes really doing everything they can to prolong this bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, this would be a big run across. On the way, fouled back.
Staying alive, staying alive. Kenzie Hill taking her time. Still a full count, 3-2.
Full count pitch on the way over to first by Bowen, and the inning is over. But the run comes across, and GCU has the lead as we go to the 5th inning. 1-0 Lopes when we come back.
GCU offers more than 200 innovative programs across 9 colleges, which now include cutting-edge next-generation programs in engineering, computer science, and information technology. Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu.
Hello, Phoenix. This is Jerry Colangelo from Grand Canyon University. You can join the GCU community by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors and get the support you need to excel. I look forward to seeing you on campus.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening.
Well, we start the 5th inning, and Dewey, let's hope that Morrison can continue what she's been doing. She's really been setting the pace of this ball game, and after that home run from Smith, they've got to have all the energy here, especially if she comes down and starts mowing down these Utes.
Absolutely. Morrison is definitely, like you said, she just really has been forcing the Utes to either swing or to lay back, and whatever they choose to do is she's already read it and has adjusted.
First pitch outside.
Whether or not she gets them to chase the ball, she still ends out on top with the support of the rest of the Lopes defense.
Chandler Walter nubbed off the bat. Can be a tough play for Morrison, covering his Lulu, and they got her at first. A nice job for Lorianne Olson to immediately cycle over to first. Bowling charged, Morrison charged, and the out is recorded.
Just like I said, with the support of the defense. I mean, they really knew their rotations, knew how to get where they needed to go to make sure they got Falk out. And with the strike right there, Morrison starts off this count ahead.
Yeah, Falk 0 for 1, batting .091 on the season in the 9 spot. That one to center field. Gomez sticks the arm out and makes the catch, and that one had me a little nervous at first. I thought that one was struck pretty well.
It definitely was going towards the back of the fence, but Gomez stuck her arm straight up, was walking right towards it, and just closed the ball around her glove. Beautiful second out.
One and 0 now as we start the top of the lineup. Noskin try and get on here. They have not had any success, but one hit. GCU ahead in that category, 4-1. And it's 1-1, and really, Yessie has just grabbed all the momentum, and she has all the confidence right now.
Absolutely, especially with another strike right there after that home run that Sierra Smith hit. The energy just kind of spiked for the Lopes. And you're kind of seeing it right now, like the whole defense for the Lopes in and outfield is making plays and executing everything nearly perfectly.
Now almost getting her Noskin to swing and strike out there, but doesn't take the bait. 2-2, 2 outs. Would love to go up 1-2-3 here, and a chance to do that with this pitch. 2-2 again, didn't reach, and good eye by Noskin. We talked about it at the top of the broadcast before the first game started. This was a team that had strong plate discipline. They weren't going to swing in a lot of bad stuff and make you throw pitches, and that's what we're seeing here. Tapped into left, catch made by Dowdle, and a 1-2-3 inning ends the top half of the 5th. We'll go to the bottom half. 1-0, GCU leads.
Another excellent grab by the outfield. And the left fielder, Maddie Dowdle, Nice to see excellent defense on campus. But also, if you are visiting campus this spring, why not stay at the GC?
Due to heat up in the next couple days, up to 86, I believe, coming up. This is Bianca Bowling. She will start things off 0 for 1. Swings through and misses the first pitch from Vera Montes.
Powerful swing, though. You can tell she's not wanting that to be a light hit at all. When she makes contact, she wants it to go flying.
That pitch misses low, and a good eye not to go golfing at that one by Bowling. She's another one, Bianca, the one that can change the score in one swing with one swing of the bat. That pitch in there for a strike, so it's 1-2.
That one, another close one. Looked like it was going just a tad bit low, but crossed the plate just in the nick of time for strike 2.
One, two, fouled off by Bowling. Staying alive. One-two pitch on the ground to first, taken by Palacios. And there's one out. Now to the 9 spot and Maddie Dowdle. Dowdle's 0 for 1.
The left fielder, number 4, Maddie Dowdle.
We'll see if she has some of that momentum from that last catch to end the top of the 5th. She chops that one out.
That's going to be foul. Would have been a nice play coming across, but...
Yeah, well, everyone was kind of moving a little slow right there. Not sure. Ref didn't really say anything till after the ball went to first, but I guess she's going to get another chance, and that's going to be strike 1.
One pitch. Not called a strike. I thought that one looked good on the inside part of the plate, but Terrence Hall says no, and it's even 1-1 with one out. On the way, swung through it and missed, and the velocity on Viramontes' fastball still up. It's a lot of pop in the glove right there.
Viramontes is really good at pitching fast and low, causing the Lopes batters to chase that every single time right up the middle.
Well, they were expecting a bunt. The infield was in, and that little baby tapped ball is going to be a single into center field. Don't think I've ever seen a softer single, but they'll take it. Yeah, they'll take it. Look, I mean, look at how slow that thing was going, dribbling.
Nice little kind of trickle down past the pitcher's mound, just right across near third or near second base. Kind of just making its way out there.
It doesn't matter how you get on as long as you get on. Oh, that was close. No one at first. No one at second.
No decision.
You can't let that happen, especially in a game like this. And GCU looking to extend their lead and give a cushion.
There was nobody on first base for her to throw the ball to. By the time she turned around to look to second, Dowdle was already there. And like you said, Alex, you can't let that happen. You do not want to leave any space open like the Utes just gave the Lopes, and now second and first base are covered with only one out. And that first pitch to Lorianne Olson by Veramontes is going to be a ball.
Olson trying to get just one of the runners home at least. Bunts down, gets contact, but it's foul.
The Lopes are trying to put themselves in a stronger scoring position. Move second and first to third and second. They only have one out, so they have plenty of time to make it happen. Strike two goes right there.
1-2, looking for the strikeout. Right here's Veramontes. On the way, and it's fouled back to the screen.
Always thankful for the screen and for the net that covers up the press box area. We got the windows open back here, and one of those balls was bound to get to us at some point.
1-2 pitch. Into right center. That one's going back off the wall, and it's a ground rule double.
And that's that same spot I was talking about earlier. They leave that right center field open.
Yep.
That's exactly where the ball goes.
And exactly what GCU needed now. Bottom of the fifth, it's 2 runs to nothing.
And now with only one out, the Lopes are still in scoring position with a runner on third and now on second. Thanks to Lorianne Olson. 2-0.
Number 3, Sierra Smith.
Sierra Smith back up to bat. Still in a great position after hitting a homer last time. Little off-speed pitch there by Veramontes.
Second and third now, only one out. And a big chance. Misses for another ball. 2-1. 1-1.
You can definitely feel on the field the change in energy after Sierra hit that home run last inning. As that one just misses a bit high for ball 2. But the Lopes are keeping themselves alive. And even the Utes making simple mistakes to give the Lopes more opportunities to score this time.
(3-1) fouled off. Into left field. That's going to be a tough play, and that one into foul territory as well. That would have dropped fair. That would have scored both runs.
A 2-2 count for Sierra Smith. Still with only one out.
Lined. Oh, no. Doubled her off, but a run comes across for GCU. And an inning and a half left if they can hold. 2-0 Lopes.
I'm Sarah. I'm a senior at GCU studying hospitality management. Since the program started, it's already grown so much. There's so many opportunities for students to be able to learn outside of the classroom. We have the golf course, we have the hotel, the restaurant. My professors are industry professionals. It makes me feel comfortable knowing that I'm being trained in relevant information. When you graduate from GCU with a hospitality degree, people know that you're prepared. I think it makes you better equipped to handle any situation. It makes you more valuable, especially here in Phoenix when there's so many opportunities. The best part about being a GCU student is just the fact that I'm in a community where everyone supports me and everyone wants to see me succeed. One of the things I love about GCU is just the importance they place on servant leadership. I serve in the children's ministry, teaching Sunday school. It's incredibly rewarding. GCU is helping me find my purpose.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.com.
Well, 2-0, and just got informed that there's a drop dead time of 4:20. So when the clock reaches 4:20, the game will be over, and whoever wins will be winning. So if Morrison can hold them for 8 more minutes, GCU would win, and it doesn't really matter how. Each team knew that this was coming. It's not unfair. You can't say it's unfair. It's just it's a 6-inning game instead of I mean, really, if it would be a 6-inning game if Morrison can shut him down here, and then basically, you know, obviously since GCU's winning, their home team wouldn't need to bat the bottom of the inning, so it makes sense. But I mean, even if they were to score 3 and then it would be 4:20, then Utah would win that. So it's a really tough, weird situation. But
they apparently need the time to, with that ball fouled off to the left side, they need that time to travel.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the bus, it's very understandable.
Right, the bus has been sitting there waiting for him for a while, and that first game took a little longer.
2 hours, 19 minutes.
Yep, so they are going to have to cut this game short.
1-2. Oh, would have liked to get that one.
Another ball fouled off to the left. Another ball outside. Full count. 3-2.
Lined into right center, and a nice job, though, in right field to break off the angle of that. So a runner is going to be on. A mound visit, and a good idea to switch pitchers right about now. You're struggling. The time is 4:15.
So there's 5 minutes left.
This is old school school ball. You know, it's it is. It is win by any means necessary. Hey, I mean, it's just a mental game, not by any means necessary, obviously. But, yeah, you know, it's just a mental game, and it works. Morrison needs a break, and we'll see what she does here. Ooh, not quite a strike, but dancing around the zone.
Castaneda.
Back pick. Oh, that's dangerous to do right now. Runner on first. It's only a 2-run game. You got to really watch where you're throwing it and when. Risk reward. That one's going to miss as well. 3-0.
She's really kind of favoring that outside part of the plate right now. But she's not fooling the umpire. Gonzalez is going to go up there and talk to her, see if they can come up with a better game plan than what they've been doing. But aiming for that outside part of the plate, she's just not reaching it. And so the count will be 3-0 here at the top of the 6th.
3-0. That was a strike. Got it in there. That one in there for a strike. Was taking a walk down to first. Called it. And now it's 3-2.
Castaneda so confident that that was going to be a ball and a walk for her.
Swung on and missed. And one gone.
Complete mood changer when she thinks she's going to get walked. Swings after that second strike and then gets struck out.
Now Bowen. Oh, this is dangerous. She is the best hitter on this squad. Got to be safe here. Fouled off.
She kind of tapped that one in her own foot. Gonna walk that one off for a second. Kind of bounced in between her stomach and her foot.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. That one outside part of the plate, still not called a strike. And now it's 2-1. On the ground, into left field for a base hit. And now runners on first and second with one gone. Nice job by Bowen to get on there, but now Martinez steps in, and Morrison's got to really be careful.
And as we're following this drop dead rule, we've got about a minute left.
In there for a strike. Swung on and missed. Looking for the strikeout here. 2 strikes. Tapper. Tough play at third. Safe. Bases loaded and 1 out. That. Well, like we said, Dewey, that's it. You cannot make those adjustments and then, you know, bases loaded and want to keep playing. That's got to be really tough for Utah to stop, but it was set in stone, and GCU will get the win 2-0.
Absolutely. Lopes played really well. There was a completely different game than the first game, but the Lopes and the Utes had excellent defense, but with that home run hit by Sierra Smith to start the Lopes off and put them on board and give them the one of the 2 runs that they have was definitely important for the Lopes to come out on top this afternoon.
For Dewey Jeffries, I'm Alex Larson. Thank you for watching us today, and being with us for Lopes softball. We're back on April 13th for a doubleheader against the New Mexico State Aggies as WAC play starts. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Good night, and Lopes up.